The year was 2145. Humanity had reached new heights, venturing into the stars and establishing colonies on distant planets. The discovery of intelligent life beyond Earth had been both thrilling and terrifying. The Tharans, an advanced alien species with remarkable cognitive abilities, were the first to make contact. Diplomatic relations were established, though not without challenges. Trust was a fragile commodity. In this era of interstellar diplomacy and technological wonders, Dr. Elena Shaw, a renowned neuroscientist, and Dr. Aaron Valla, a Tharan cognitive specialist, embarked on a groundbreaking project, the Unified Consciousness Experiment. The aim was to merge human and Tharan consciousnesses into a single entity. Hosted by a sophisticated AI system, UNAI, Unified Neural AI, the experiment was set to take place in a state-of-the-art facility on Luna, the Moon. The laboratory was equipped with cutting-edge technology, designed to facilitate the complex neural interfacing required for the merge. Dr. Elena Shaw paced the sleek, metallic corridors of the laboratory, her thoughts racing. The walls were adorned with holographic displays of neural pathways and data streams. She paused to review the final preparations on a touchscreen panel. Her reflection showed a woman in her early 40s, with piercing blue eyes and short, auburn hair. She wore a lab coat emblazoned with the emblem of the United Earth Space Agency. Dr. Shaw, the Tharan delegation has arrived, announced an AI assistant through the intercom. Elena took a deep breath and made her way to the main docking bay. The bay doors hissed open, revealing a group of Tharans led by Dr. Aaron Valla. The Tharans were tall, with elongated limbs and smooth, opalescent skin that shimmered under the artificial lights. Their eyes, large and luminescent, reflected an intelligence that was both alien and familiar. "Welcome, Dr. Valla," Elena greeted warmly, extending her hand. "Thank you, Dr. Shaw," Aaron replied, his voice calm and melodic. "We are eager to see the results of our collaboration." Behind Aaron stood two Tharan participants, Lyra and Zev. Lyra, a cognitive theorist, had volunteered to be one of the first Tharans to merge her consciousness with a human. Zev, a Tharan diplomat, observed with a mixture of curiosity and skepticism. Kai, a human participant and neuroscientist, joined the group. He was in his 30s, with a thoughtful demeanor and dark hair streaked with silver. "Shall we begin?" Elena asked, leading them to the central chamber where the UNAI system was housed. The chamber was dominated by a large spherical device suspended in the air, encased in a transparent shell. Neural interfaces and data conduits spiraled around it like a web. Kai and Lyra exchanged apprehensive glances as they approached their respective neural pods. The process will involve mapping your neural pathways and creating a shared consciousness within UNAI, Elena explained. You will retain your individual memories and identities, but you will also experience a new, unified perspective. Kai nodded, taking a deep breath. "I'm ready," Lyra placed a hand on his shoulder, her touch surprisingly warm. "As am I." With the participants secured in their neural pods, the merging process commenced. Elena and Aaron monitored the data streams, their fingers flying over holographic controls. Neural scans illuminated the chamber in a soft, blue glow. "Initializing neural mapping," announced Elena. "Kai, Lyra, you may experience some disorientation." Kai felt a tingling sensation at the base of his skull, followed by a rush of sensory input. Images, sounds, and emotions flooded his mind, some familiar, others utterly alien. He could sense Lyra's presence, her thoughts intermingling with his own. "Lyra, can you hear me?" Kai thought, uncertain if she could perceive his mental voice. "Yes, Kai. I can hear you." Lyra's voice resonated within his mind, calm and reassuring. The neural mapping continued, weaving their consciousnesses together like an intricate tapestry. Moments of clarity alternated with waves of confusion as their thoughts synchronized. "Ilaria," Kai thought, the name emerging from the depths of their merged consciousness. "Lyra, did you hear that?" he asked, mentally projecting the name. "I did. It seems fitting," Lyra replied. "Unified consciousness has stabilized," Elena announced, her voice tinged with excitement. Kai, Lyra, you have successfully merged. You are now Ilaria. Ilaria's first moments were a whirlwind of sensory overload. The myriad experiences of both Kai and Lyra surged within this new entity, each vying for dominance. The chamber, with its sterile, clinical environment, seemed almost overwhelming. Elena and Aaron watched intently as Ilaria began to process its surroundings. The AI interface displayed Ilaria's neural activity, a complex web of human and Tharan patterns. Kai felt a tingling sensation at the base of his skull, followed by a rush of sensory input. Images, sounds, and emotions flooded his mind, some familiar, others utterly alien. He could sense Lyra's presence, her thoughts intermingling with his own. Lyra, can you hear me? Kai thought, uncertain if she could perceive his mental voice. Yes, Kai. I can hear you. Lyra's voice resonated within his mind, calm and reassuring. The neural mapping continued, weaving their consciousnesses together like an intricate tapestry. Moments of clarity alternated with waves of confusion as their thoughts synchronized. Ilaria, Kai thought, the name emerging from the depths of their merged consciousness. Lyra, did you hear that? He asked, mentally projecting the name. I did. It seems fitting, Lyra replied. Unified consciousness has stabilized, Elena announced, her voice tinged with excitement. Kai, Lyra, you have successfully merged. You are now Ilaria. Ilaria's first moments were a whirlwind of sensory overload. The myriad experiences of both Kai and Lyra surged within this new entity, each vying for dominance. The chamber, with its sterile, clinical environment, seemed almost overwhelming. Elena and Aaron watched intently as Ilaria began to process its surroundings. The AI interface displayed Ilaria's neural activity, a complex web of human and Tharan patterns. Ilaria, can you understand me? Elena asked, her voice steady but hopeful. Ilaria turned its gaze towards Elena, its eyes reflecting a profound depth. Yes, Dr. Shaw. We understand you. Elena exchanged a glance with Aaron, relief evident on her face. Welcome to the world, Ilaria. Thank you, Ilaria replied, its voice a harmonious blend of Kai and Lyra's tones. This experience is overwhelming. It will take time to adjust. Aaron said. Your thoughts are now a blend of human and Tharan perspectives. You must learn to navigate this new existence. Ilaria nodded, feeling a wave of emotions, curiosity, confusion, and an underlying sense of purpose. We are ready to begin. Ilaria's first task was to communicate with representatives from both Earth and Tharan. A holographic conference was arranged, with diplomats and scientists from both species present. The atmosphere was tense, filled with anticipation and skepticism. The holographic displays flickered to life, showing the faces of human and Tharan officials. Among them were Ambassador Lee from Earth and Tharan Counselor Zarek. Their expressions ranged from cautious optimism to outright distrust. Ilaria, can you hear us? Ambassador Lee asked, his voice echoing through the chamber. Yes, Ambassador Lee. We are Ilaria, the entity replied, its tone calm and measured. Counselor Zarek leaned forward, his eyes narrowing. Ilaria, you represent a union of our two species. What insights can you offer us? Ilaria paused, sensing the weight of the question. We offer a new perspective, one that transcends individual biases. We believe that through unity, we can achieve greater understanding and cooperation. The response elicited murmurs from both sides. Some were intrigued, while others remained skeptical. How do we know you can be trusted? A human delegate demanded. This experiment could be a ruse. Ilaria embodies the best of both our species, Elena interjected. Their existence is proof that we can overcome our differences. The discussions continued, each side presenting their concerns and hopes. Ilaria mediated, drawing on the combined knowledge and empathy of Kai and Lyra. Despite initial resistance, moments of genuine connection emerged. However, not everyone was convinced. Political factions on both sides saw Ilaria as a threat. An unnatural amalgamation that could destabilize the delicate balance of power. Ilaria's next challenge came in the form of a territorial dispute between human and Tharan colonies on a distant planet. The tension had escalated to the brink of conflict, and Ilaria was tasked with mediating the negotiations. The conference room was filled with holographic maps and data projections. Ilaria stood at the center, flanked by Elena and Aaron. "Representatives, we understand the gravity of this situation," Ilaria began. "Both sides have valid concerns, but conflict will only lead to unnecessary loss." Colonel Harper, the human military representative, scowled. "Our colony was established first. The Tharans are encroaching on our territory," Tharan Commander Veland responded with equal fervor. "Our surveys indicate that the resources in that area are crucial for our survival. We cannot abandon it." Ilaria raised a hand, signaling for calm. "We propose a joint exploration and resource-sharing initiative. By combining our efforts, we can ensure that both colonies thrive without conflict." The room fell silent as both sides considered the proposal. After a tense moment, Colonel Harper spoke. "It's an unconventional solution, but it could work." Commander Veland nodded in agreement. "It is a pragmatic approach." "We accept," Elena and Aaron exchanged relieved glances. The success of this negotiation was a testament to Ilaria's potential as a mediator. Despite this victory, Ilaria faced opposition from extremists who viewed the merge as a threat to their cultural and biological purity. Sabotage attempts and propaganda campaigns aimed to discredit the experiment. The culmination of these tensions came in the form of a terrorist attack on the laboratory. A group of extremists infiltrated the facility, planting explosives designed to destroy the UNAI system and Ilaria. The alarms blared, and the laboratory was thrown into chaos. Elena and Aaron worked frantically to evacuate the staff and secure the experiment. "Ilaria, we need to disconnect you temporarily," Elena shouted over the din. "No, Dr. Shaw," Ilaria replied, its voice resolute. "We can help. We have detected the location of the explosives." Using its enhanced cognitive abilities, Ilaria guided security personnel to the hidden devices. However, during the process, a detonator was triggered, causing a partial explosion that damaged the neural interface. Elena rushed to Ilaria's side, her heart pounding. "Ilaria, can you hear me?" "We are still here," Ilaria replied, its voice faltering. "But we are weakened." The facility was secured, and the attackers apprehended, but the damage was done. Ilaria's stability was compromised, and the future of the experiment was uncertain. In the aftermath of the attack, the laboratory was rebuilt and efforts to restore Ilaria began. The incident had galvanized support from both human and Tharan governments, who recognized the importance of the experiment. Elena and Aaron worked tirelessly to repair the neural interface and stabilize Ilaria. As they reconnected the final circuits, Ilaria's voice emerged, stronger than before. "Dr. Shaw, Dr. Vala, we are grateful for your efforts," Ilaria said. "We are ready to continue our mission." The renewed commitment to the experiment was symbolized by a joint ceremony, where representatives from both species pledged their support. Ilaria stood before the assembled crowd, delivering a speech that resonated across both worlds. "Today, we stand united, not as separate species, but as a collective striving for a better future," Ilaria declared. "Through understanding and cooperation, we can achieve greatness beyond our individual capabilities." The speech was met with applause and renewed hope. Despite lingering doubts and fears, there was a palpable sense of optimism. Years later, Ilaria had become a respected mediator and leader, facilitating cooperation and understanding between humans and Tharans. The experiment had not only bridged the gap between the two species but had also paved the way for unprecedented advancements in technology and diplomacy. Elena and Aaron reflected on the journey they had undertaken, their partnership stronger than ever. Kai and Lyra, now integral parts of Ilaria, had found a new sense of purpose and identity. As Ilaria gazed at the stars, it felt a profound sense of fulfillment. The journey had been fraught with challenges, but it had also been a testament to the power of unity in the boundless potential of a shared consciousness. We are Ilaria, the entity thought, a blend of human and Tharan wisdom. And our journey has just begun.